It's Tuesday, June 30th, and today we're going to be going to the Carl B. Stokes U.S. Courthouse. That's the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Ohio, the Eastern Division. I'll be going there to file claims under 42 U.S.C. subsection 1983 against the Cleveland Division of Police for their violations of my right to due process, as well as subjecting me as a victim to state-created danger.
Good to see you back. So today I was thinking we should go to the Federal District Courthouse. Yeah, right. It's 801.
Yeah, Superior.
What's Superior? It's right after the bridge, Detroit Bridge. As soon as you get up. So I got the forms here, a whole bunch of papers. It's for last July 1st when the police took me back, when I told them I was an abductee. Here I have my statement wrote out. That's as simple as it gets there. Yeah. Chapters. There's two counts. One count is when I called them when I was drugged, and they said they were throwing away the evidence. Right. So today's the last day to file on that. So I figured go for it. Filled all this out last night. Had to make 3 total copies of the complaint, signed. I don't know if I was supposed to make 5 copies of it. This other form is asking to not have to repay the filing fee. Yeah. And another form that, I think it's the other form that I had to make a couple copies of. 2 things I had to make extra copies of. They wanted it that way. The last one was to have the marshals serve the summons instead of having to do it myself or pay someone. So otherwise there would be a $405 filing fee, and that's just the start of it. And that's a we'll see. It's like in Social Security, they might just say you have to pay anyway, because you can afford it. It's just whatever.
I left my badge at LPT.
Oh yeah.
But it's in the same building as the Adams board, so they took it downstairs. And upstairs I was like, here. And then somebody brought this.
Criminal defense attorney, they didn't get back to me, so I guess they're not getting back.
I did get the email address for the client rights officers, the Adams board, if you want to pull any of the records from those grievances.
I don't know. I say skip that.
Yep.
Just skip it.
I just happened to be there, so I was like, what's that?
The only thing of governance that I can think is the probate court.
Yeah.
Slightly the hospital, but nix that more. Just the probate court railroaded me. That reminds me.
Yeah.
Very important. I wrote out a handwritten letter to the magistrate, for the magistrate, to be handed to the magistrate when I was an inpatient, when they had my hearing. The one that I was allowed to go to.
Yeah.
Anyway, about that. Before that, they didn't let me go to trial, which is good enough. I don't even know if I want to try to file against it, though. Anyway, I wrote out to them a letter saying my situation, my position, what really went down, what's happening, basically what I told the police in July 2 years ago. Well, a little more, right? And he said he'll hold that as Exhibit A, whatever that means, against me or for me, who knows, right? Because that could have been against me because I'm delirious or something. There's proof of it. That's the proof that I'm here, right? Yeah. That's kind of what I get across the board.
Everybody is just doing their specific job and nothing more.
Let's just railroad him and take the easy way and make money off of him. And that's technically part of my trafficking. They're making money off of my situation. That's part of it. And that's very technical too. So we're doing this. That's that building right there. Right over there.
Hello, I'm trying to file a complaint today. I have all the things here. I might have printed too many copies of one thing. There's 2 things that need 5 copies each or something like that. Make 3 copies of the complaint itself. It needs 3 copies. I think the last thing.
the civil case?
They only are appointed in criminal cases.
I could get a district court appointed attorney. That'd be the same thing.
I'll
I
have
could just
to
ask them for one, basically.
see in my
I think I'd rather have a real one for the
Yeah.
bigger thing.
In my-
So we'll try that first.
yeah.
But the public defender will help me with the thing, with the criminal charges. Or he can't, or won't be able to, and we'll find out.
Well, no,
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure it's rare that you actually have to go turn yourself in instead of getting
No,
a
the
quorum.
last 10 times I've had people with warrants, we just contacted the public defender. They put it in the warrant quash.
Yeah,
Then they showed up on the court date,
Yeah,
and
very
they
straightforward.
basically reset the last hearing that
Now,
was missed.
Here's a secret for
Get back
you.
on track.
Here's a secret for you. I had something going on, I guess 2018, 2019, something like that. I got a summons to go to court,
Yeah,
and it just went away on its own.
yeah,
It said, show up to court or get a $200.
Yeah.
You got to pay $200 to register your vehicle. You know.
yeah,
And this was the same thing.
yeah.
I'm not trying to let it just go away, because that's going to take forever,
No.
even if it did. They say it doesn't, but it does. Because a judge will look at that years later and just be like, it's not worth it, sign off on it. Depends on what it is.
But if they got an opinion, they could find. I have some curious questions that I'm not entitled to the answers to. Okay, so if you're not comfortable, So your breakthrough was in 2024, but you got Social Security before that.
2003.
What stuff did they put in there that led them to that schizophrenia conclusion?
I claimed that I was having sleep problems. That was, psychological, whatever. That was just the start of it. I didn't even get to explain anything. That was the beginning. That was in 2000.
Yeah.
Say 2001. Yeah. And they denied me. That's not right. And then the second time I applied, they gave me a doctor's appointment. Said, okay, you're going to go to the doctor and see what's wrong. I told them I was poor. Basically, I told them I was poor. I'm depressed. I have nervousness, which I didn't know what anxiety was. Between that and nervous. And in 4.5 minutes in a simple conversation in this lunchette booth thing, he diagnosed me. He said he's going to diagnose me with schizoaffective disorder. And the next words out of his mouth were, "It doesn't mean you've ever had hallucinations or you're delusional." He told me that, which is the opposite of the truth. And he could not have diagnosed me with schizoaffective disorder in 4.5 minutes because it takes 2 solid weeks of constant observation to make such diagnosis. That's my autism speaking. It's already factored. It's
So
already
you just got another
formulated.
email back saying, "Oh, thank you for asking about an autism assessment. We don't do those anymore. We're trying to fix our website."
Oh, was that the one place you were saying? that you
It
got
was
that?
with.
Assess that? I'd probably like to go there, go that route.
Oh,
Try that route. If my insurance covers it, I guess.
it was from Reach Behavioral Health. That was one of the places that
Okay.
they had recommended.
That's
Sir,
important.
if the service reviewed in the future, we will update our website and encourage you to check back in.
That's important too because I told them at Metro that I told them that
Yeah.
I'm not schizoaffective, I'm autistic, and they gave me a test for kids for autism. It's a 10-question questionnaire thing.
Yeah, when I was in school, I was like, I'm having a hard time with turning my homework in. I want special accommodations. They were like, well, let's test you and see if you need to be in a special ed class. I'm like, nobody thought that.
They
My
put me
grades
in
are too good.
They put me in what they called accelerated learning class. This
Yeah.
was 4th grade, I think.
Yeah, I went to Quest.
Fifth grade.
4th, 5th, and 6th grade. I went to it
That
one day a
wasn't-
week. I went to a separate place to do another
It
additional amount
wasn't
of homework.
considered behavioral health or
Right.
learning disability.
No, a lot of times it's based on IQ.
I think I told you about this before. It was
Yeah.
it was ran not illegally, but it wasn't legit. The class that they set up with 2 teachers wasn't legit for the time, for the laws that they had set out to govern. It had to be you have a learning disability, or it wasn't. It was categorized as a regular class,
Mhm.
but with 2 teachers, which they weren't allowed to do that. I looked it up and all that, but that's whatever.
Okay, so
That was because my teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom.
yeah.
That was just weird every day. Yeah. And she was a bitch in every other way too. Sometimes you don't get the best.
Are you okay with me calling the public defender's office and trying to track down the names?
Sure, yes. Trying to check that one.
The name of the person with a voicemail or whatever.
Oh, yeah, please.
I'm gonna be like, I don't even know where he lives. Do you know if it's a misdemeanor case?
Yeah, I guess. It's not a felony, so it's criminal. Must be misdemeanor. It's not a felony, right? It's a very minor misdemeanor. Like the associate was
I
saying.
want to miss the number.
Dial 2. For questions about expenses, dial 3. For the juvenile division, dial 4. Please return to your call.
bench warrant,
No, the bench warrant is for the Cuyahoga County
municipal.
Municipal.
Yes.
Okay. Well then, we'll check.
I have the CRB if you want that.
Yeah, I'll check the
2026 CRB.
because it might end up.
If they need the CRB, that's how they had to check it at the.
Well, so what we can do is we can go back, call the number, and press 0, so somebody can check the whole thing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
What's the situation? Because if it's a misdemeanor case, then you have to sign up with our office to have an attorney. If it's a felony case, it's automatically assigned.
Okay.
So we don't see the need to sign up with our office if you wouldn't have an attorney if it's a misdemeanor case.
Okay. He was in an inpatient mental health setting when his arraignment was scheduled, and we
My mother was
are trying to
held.
follow up on the rest of it.
My mother withheld the.
Didn't get any of the
summons.
letters.
They were withheld by mom.
Okay, that would have been on the clerk side of the court.
Mhm.
They're the ones that handle that. Like I said, for our office, for the attorneys, he wouldn't have had one unless he signed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can try and take a look and see about getting him signed up, but then, let me see where he's at. What's his date of birth? Okay. Yeah, Teddy, I think I see you here at Cleveland Municipal Court with an open warrant.
Right.
I can get you signed up and have an attorney take a look at it in our office.
Sure.
But I'm going to have to get you signed up first. It's really not a big process or anything crazy.
Okay.
And then they could look into trying to help you get that warrant listed.
Okay.
Let me do that. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just putting in the stuff I can get first.
No worries. You take it's better than the pretend typing when you call like Spectrum and it's like recorded typing between the fake people.
No, I hear you. No, I hear you. Let me make a note too. You said he was in treatment and missed arraignment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Is he still in treatment?
I'm outpatient, but no longer inpatient.
And I still didn't receive the summons. It's very important. Might not be important. at the moment.
Okay. Is there, I mean, and it doesn't have to be right now for an address anyways, it's just sometimes they mail stuff out. Is there a good address to leave, or if at the moment there isn't, that's okay. I don't know if you want to leave outpatient or not.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so typically, well, not typically, how it usually works for us is that we know which attorney you're going to be assigned according to which judge's courtroom you have. Because this was arraignment that was missed, obviously there's no judge assigned just yet. So we do have a few lead attorneys that take a look at these and reach out. So I just don't know exactly which one we'll be calling. They will call soon. We're going to have to make a file up for the case and get it over to them, which they will get today. So I would really say we might be pushing into tomorrow, but it shouldn't be much more of a wait than that at the worst case scenario. They're just going to have to take a look at this and try to see about filing a motion, okay? So you are signed up now, and then they're going to get everything, like I said, by the end of today at the latest, and then I would guess tomorrow would be the latest you would hear back, okay?
Sounds good to me.
All right, so for now you're all set, and thanks for your patience, guys. I didn't realize that it was in Cleveland Uni, but so you're all good to go for now.
No worries.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, I have a problem with trying to interject the thing I was trying to say
Yeah.
before I forget. Type thing. But yeah.
The hard thing is with a misdemeanor case, you don't really need a ton of reason to quash the warrant. The I was not available at the time is a super strong case already.
But that goes with everything else after the fact.
Right.
After that.
Mm-hmm.
That mom opened my mail, which it's kind of
Yeah.
whatever, but it's a federal offense. But it's whatever. You know, this is
Yeah.
America. We shoot all fireworks. They're illegal.
There's the real illegal stuff.
She opened and read it to me when I was
Yeah.
not in a proper state of mind to be hearing
Yeah.
it, and she didn't even read the whole thing or whatnot. Then it's important that she withheld it from me
Yeah.
afterward. After I came home, she didn't give it to me. And she wouldn't give it to
Yeah,
me.
on my end, I knew that person we were talking to wasn't the person who was going to write down all that information. And when you got to the
Yeah,
person
the
calling you,
next
we just have to
person.
tell them everything all over again. So that's why I was kind of like, swoop, I just want to redirect in the moment to see if the information I think they want is the information that they do want, and then see what happened. For the sake of getting into the stress of remembering all the story stuff and then having to say it again because
Yeah,
that
and
person wasn't in the spot to write any of it
I
down.
guess the end of this whole story of this incident alone is they gave me that shot of Invega before I left, but I misdiagnosed. So that doesn't work. It's like giving somebody else's medicine. It isn't even designed for it. That's how that went. Right. So it is malpractice, but I'm not pushing to sue Metro or anything. It's a problem though, the way the probate court could have stepped in and just railroaded me instead. That's all they're there for.
On my end, we're
How it
wanting to make
goes.
sure we get the information so that we can have a good case, and on the other side, we're trying to clear the way so that you
Part-
can have a job.
Part of this case,
Yeah.
the criminal thing,
Yeah. Is everything else, yeah.
is how I wrote the letter to the magistrates explaining my trafficking situation. The other half is the sewer gas.
Yeah.
That's what I was irate about. You get it, that I was irate about the one thing and they're here to fix the other.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I was either drugged, that's the third thing, or I was experiencing the effects of the sudden stop of sudden non-use of whatever she was giving me, which the cops said they're throwing in the garbage.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the civil rights claim with the federal courthouse for that, and then also back in
Right.
2024. Right.
You're doing it step by
That's
step.
part of my defense, though, too.
Yeah.
That they left me in an arm and they left me in a psychotic state, an induced one. Well, I guess that's my defense, right?
Yep. And so it seems like I'll probably get back, but it's 2:30, so probably before noon tomorrow.
Okay. That's fair.
I know it's so hot.
Thanks for everything.
Thanks.
All your time today. Yep. Take it easy.